How to get started with Powtoon for beginners. In this step-by-step tutorial, let's see how we can get started. Hey everybody, welcome to this new video. Let's take a look into what exactly is the great Powtoon application. If you don't know, if you have a actual business account, if you have a company, if you have your own business, I'm going to be showing you what we can do into this great application, how we can take advantage of this if you want to make some ads, if you want to make some video content for some social media and much more. So as you can see, I'm already here into the powtoon.com, and this is an amazing place to actually start making some animations, to making some graphics, even though if you don't know absolutely anything about editing, about animation, about graphics. So this is a really great tool to get started if you want to do this totally for free. So of course this one has a pricing, of course this one has a free trial mode. So if you want to check it out and you want a discount, I'm going to leave you a link down below in the description. If you want to check it out, this one is worthy for you or not. So what I want to do first of all is to hit into sign it up, or in your case guys, just click into the actual link that I just gave you down below, and it's going to be popping up something like this. So once you signed it up, once you confirm your account, you're going to be ready to begin with the simple steps to personalize your experience. So what you want to do is to type into the let's get started, and here I want to make video and visual content for personal needs and non-profit, education, business and work. In our case, let's type business and work, and I'm going to choose a small business, and of course I want to choose the director C-level BP. And here what I want to do is look out for social media. Of course this is totally optional for you. You just want to choose the option that best fits for you and hit into next. Now that we are into the last section, I want to look out for maybe later because I don't want to get spammed a lot. And this is the actual dashboard. So as you can see, into the left part we have the home, the template, the import and the blank. Into the right side we have the toolbook. We can manage our team, our brand, our learning center, apps and applications and much more. And lastly, into the center part, we can focus into some templates that we can use if we don't want to actually start from scratch. This is something really useful if you don't know how to get started. So what you can do here, as you can see, we have some featured templates, and this is exactly just as the Canva Pro. Canva has a pro version where you can see all the actual templates and you're just having a monthly plan, and here into the actual Powtoon it's actually the same. So if you want to stick around with the free version, you're totally good to go. If you want to try it out, the pro version, you can do that as well, into the buy the pro plan and give it a try with the trial version. So what we want to do is to get started with some social media content. So if you want to do exactly the same thing that I'm looking for into the actual social media, go into the very first spot which says create. And here what I want to do, instead of just choosing animate explainer, whiteboard video, presentation, marketing video and more, I want to look out for some marketing video. Once I clicked enter, there's going to be appearing all the actual templates that I can choose in order to get started. So as you can see, you can have this option that says gift, because we can have this totally for free, but you want to focus into the one that don't have the actual pro plan. So I'm going to scroll all the way up, look out for all looks, and here I want to look out for, let's say for example, some animation, and we have only 4 of them. So here I want to look out for this one, and I can choose edit in studio. So now into this studio, we do have different tools. Into the left part, we do have all the frames. Into the center part, we have the actual element. Down here, we do have the timeline. And into the right side, we do have all the elements that we can add or edit into our actual slider. Or in our case, this is our just explainer video. So let's say for example that I want to choose to change the actual post of my, or to edit the character that appears into my actual explainer video. So click in the, hit into the option that says edit character, and it's going to be popping up an editor from the character that you can edit later. So here we have top, we have buttons, we have footwear, we have the hatwear. If you want to make, let's say like a man, I can do that. So first of all, I'm going to focus into basics, and here into basics you can choose these X mark like this, and I want to look out for some character builder. I'm going to type a man, I'm going to type this guy, customize the face, and here's the actual outline. After that, what I can do is to change the pose that is actually available for my actual character, and here I want to call this guy, let's say James, and hit into save. As you can see, my character is now going to be popping up like this, and as you can see, we do have a watercolor mark that if you want to disable, you're going to click in here, and of course you want to have a pro plan in order to don't see this anymore. Now if I hit into play, this is what we have so far. Now let's move on into the next slider. We have this one, I can select these options and I can change my actual font if I want to change, let's say for example, the actual text, or I want to add like a actual element. For example, I'm going to add like a hand. I'm going to choose writing into the enter mark, and I'm going to fade this. So as you can see, the animation, it doesn't look so bad, but what I want to do now is to change the actual audio. So in order to do that, what I want to do is to focus into the right part, and here I want to look out for the actual audio section. As you can see, we have choose a soundtrack, to add music, add a voiceover, text to speech. So what I want to do is to look out for add music. And here what I want to do is to import a song that I already have with a actual copyright free. If you don't have anything of that, I'm going to click into the X mark and look out for choose a soundtrack. I'm going to go for my music, and let's type some free music only, so I can look out for the one that fits for my actual document. Let's say for example this one. So I'm going to type into use, and here you can use the entire video. And here as you can see, we have now the volumes. I want to make this a little bit more like the 50%, and I want to add a voiceover if I do want to, but in my case I don't want to focus in that, so I'm going to key into the X mark, and now we do have all our elements here. So now if I go to add just 1 second, now let's add a new element inside my presentation. So if I hit into the prompts, what I want to do is to go for free props. And here as you can see, we have lots of tools that we can choose. If you are actually, let's say for example that I want to look out for this plant, and here popping up is going to be appearing right away. So I want to just drag and drop where I want to place my actual, in my case this is just like a bowl. So if I want to add a new text inside this actual section, I can go for, let's say, the designer text, search all my looks, and I can choose bigger, stronger, better. So choose your arrow and change that from here in here, and this is how it's going to be looking. I'm going to just drag and drop so I cannot see that there are actually a lot of renders here. So lastly, as you can see, we do have this element that appears like from nowhere. So if I click here, I'm going to change the actual enter exit effect. I'm going to go for no effect. So once again, I want to drag and drop my elements and see if this is actually working. So lastly, we do have the actual timeline. So here into the timeline, as you can see, the actual child that we added appears after the middle part of my slider. So if I choose where to start, I'm going to choose this one, and I want to drag this one and drop this into the very first part of my video. And if I want this to last to the very end, I want to, instead of choosing this option, I'm going to just click this, and I want to do exactly the same thing with the shadow of my actual chair. So as you can see, this is how it's going to be looking our document. As you can see, this is just like a really easy video tutorial, so you can get started here into the Powtoon. Once again, this is just like a free trial mode. You can check it out for 3 days, but if you want to stick around and use this for your own project, you need to have a pro plan in order to continue. And of course, this one is showed as a slideshow. You want to import just like a video, and this is how it's going to be looking your actual project. With that being said, guys, we have now reached into the very end of the video, but don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more amazing tools of how we can get started here into the Powtoon.com. Thank you so much for watching the video once again, guys, and I'll see you next time.